Howdy everyone, I'm the Marvel Moose, and in this video we're going to be photoshopping WandaVision into Stranger Things. This is another Marvel mashup video. If you haven't seen one of the Marvel mashup videos before, basically how it works is we take two franchises, one of them always being Marvel and the other one being from elsewhere, and we combine them in one Photoshop piece. So, let's get into it. So I start off just by selecting and getting all my images together so I know how it's going to look and try and lay it out as best as I can. In this one we're doing the poster from Stranger Things. We're doing WandaVision in the style of the Stranger Things poster. Selecting all the characters and going around them is pretty boring, so yeah, we'll just speed up. Here, to replicate the Stranger Things feel of the poster, added in some scenery, like the house that they have the shed in the Stranger Things poster, so I used the WandaVision house, and I think that looked pretty cool, and I had to color correct everything so it's all the same color so it didn't look horrible, and that took a while, but I'm really happy with the result of it. I think it looks really cool. Stranger Things poster has a split background, one side being red and the other side being blue. I wanted to follow suit by using the TV glitch signal effects from WandaVision, some promotional art and whatever. So I got them and I merged that as a light source so then I could also help, focus some light on some people and characters from the show so the poster didn't look boring. And of course you couldn't be doing anything that involves WandaVision without adding in Westview, so I added the still from the show, removed some cars and Monica so I could get the background, and that's all I wanted. I wanted the street and that iconic scene where they first found the Hex. However, in adding Westview itself, I had to color correct it with the house and the bush and the ground so then it all looked good and all flowed very well. Now here's when the piece really started coming to life, when I started color correcting the characters into the background so then it flowed and looked a lot better and actually looked accurate to how a normal movie poster would be. I knew it would look a lot better when I started doing that, so I wanted to get to that point as quickly as I possibly could. And yeah, I think Monica's hair looks really cool with the red, and I'm really glad that I started to do it as early as I did, because otherwise I would have probably given up. Add in the primary light source for Scarlet Witch, well, Wanda, by adding some telekinetic energy, I guess you call it, an energy ball of telekinesis, and color correcting her to be more red. And that looks pretty cool, I reckon. Probably one of my favorite things I did in this poster, actually, and it really comes to light later in the piece. Decisions to make here in regards to the light source for Jimmy Woo and Vision, since I wanted to blend as much as possible into the purple, blue, pink background, but it also had that really bright white light near them, or behind them. So I didn't really know what to do, so I just mucked around and did different layer styles and blending options, and I was really happy with the result, and well, that's kind of all that matters. Adding Tommy and Billy was a last minute decision. I was going to add something else there, but I found this image where Billy's using his telekinesis, and I feel like that's a really cool way to add them both in, since it lights them both up, seeing as though the background and everything's really dark. Now, this was by far the hardest thing to do in this poster. I needed this white light coming from the right side, since the Stranger Things one has that too. And I didn't know what kind of scenery to add in, since I had Westview there. I didn't know how to make a white light. So I tried to do the helicopter. That didn't really work, shocker, because it does not look good at all. I lit everything up over there though, and then finally, I decided to add some white light in the background just to tie it all together. It needed something else to post it, and I think that's what it was missing. And as a last minute idea here, I decided to do this weird outline thing around the characters to just add something else. It was a bit boring behind them, so I made this little outline around them and kind of smudged it in so it looks like a TV static, sort of just knowing their existence, I guess. Kind of stupid, but I think it was a really cool little thing to add, and I'm glad I thought to do it in the heat of the moment, otherwise I would never have done it. I noticed that the right side of the poster was very plain and that it was missing a telephone pole. Of course I didn't need to add, the wires and whatever, but I decided to do it. And did it change anything? Not really, but it's just good to know it's there, I guess. Kind of a stupid little thing I added. But hey, it fills some space if you're looking closely. As you can see, we're in the home stretch of the poster now. It's looking pretty put together, and I just wanted to add a few little overlays and stuff just to really make it look a bit more like a cinematic poster, adding a Disney Plus original series as well, since the Stranger Things poster had a Netflix original series, and wanted to replicate as much as I could. So there you have it, the final poster. WandaVision, Stranger Things in one poster. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. I really like it. I added a camera raw filter and some 80s film style effects over it, so it just blends a little bit more and looks a little bit more like the Stranger Things poster. Didn't want to show that because that's pretty boring, but yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. It looks pretty cool. I think this one's going on my wall. Yeah, so if you liked, please make sure to like and subscribe. That would be really much appreciated. I will probably do another one of these in the future, and if you have any suggestions, leave that in the comment section below. That would be very handy. Anyway, I've been the Marvel Moose, and see you all next time.